With Paddy's Day just around the corner, we're going to be taking a little look at what it means to be Irish.
You know what? I know what it used to mean to be Irish when you were growing up. It was, the leprechauns. It was, what's the name? It was Darcy O'Gill and the Little People.
Fairy forts.
Fairy forts, and the St. Paddy, and drinking.
Yeah, a big drink fest.
That's what it used to be Irish. But when you think of what it means to be Irish modern day, like we just had Cillian Murphy, one of the top actors in the world now, after getting an Oscar. Have we grown up, Irish people? Are we now grown up?
I don't know. I think if you go abroad, people become very patriotic, and you're more Irish than you ever were if you've moved away from home. And I think it's that piece of wanting to hold on to who you are.
Yeah, we've a strong culture and a heritage, as have most other countries. Every country has their own culture and heritage. But I think in Ireland, like we go right, we've a strong literary tradition.
Yes.
Joyous, Yeats, Shamsini. Trying to think of his name. We have that. It's kind of part of our identity. But in recent years, with the influx of new people into the community, we're not all white Paddies or Marys anymore.
Yeah.
There's a diversity of culture.
Yeah, it has
come
changed
into.
a lot.
Yeah, and that kind of gets, when you think of families, you came from a big family, I came from a big family, 8, 10 people, even there was that family around us.
Uncommon.
I think it was 17 in the family.
Good Irish family.
Good Irish family.
And Irish twins.
Irish twins.
Yeah, we
Steps
talk
of the
about
stairs.
Irish twins. It's really good, isn't it?
Yeah. So explain to people what Irish twins were in case they don't know.
Yeah, so Irish twins was like if you had a baby, for example, and like between 10 and 11 months later you had another baby. So we used to call that Irish twins because they were born in the same year, but...
Yeah, or even if one was premature, there could be 7 months between them.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, I forgot about that.
So the woman was perpetually pregnant.
Constant. Yeah, my poor mother. She still has a pregnant belly, God bless her, after having like 10 children.
Loads of children.
Yeah, I know. And she had little skinny legs and arms on her and this pregnant belly. It's just, from constantly being that way, the poor woman has never been able to get rid of it.
But I think the average family in Ireland now is 2, maybe 3 at a push.
You wouldn't really have more than 3 kids now. Very seldom. There's very few
But
families.
are we kind of, is that going to come back and haunt us? Because, like in countries like China, they're only allowed to have one child.
Oh my God, I know, that's terrible.
What will Ireland be like in the future, like without big families?
Asher, we've heaps of land. We're very precious about the land as well
Well,
here in Ireland too.
Yes, and
aren't we?
the reason we're very precious about that is because of 800 years of oppression by the British. They came in and took our land, and we've been trying to get it back ever since.
Yeah. We're very.
And we have this resilience about us. This kind of, you'll never beat the Irish.
Oh, I know.
Especially in soccer.
Fighting Irish.
In soccer, the Irish team were
forever.
Irish soccer teams wouldn't play particularly brilliant football, but it was hard to score against them.
Yeah.
Was the thing, and we celebrated that. Yeah, and somebody like
Katie
Taylor.
Yeah.
Who do we identify now with as Irish people? There's a lot of Irish celebrities, and I suppose our ambition, certainly my ambition growing up when I was younger, was to get the hell out of the country. Because there was nothing here. It was poor.
God bless.
There was nothing here. You had a chance if you went to the UK or if you went to America.
Yeah. Actually, a lot of the most famous people did go abroad. Like, your man in U2, Bono, and all them, like at the age. They moved away, really, I suppose, for tax reasons, though I'd say more so than anything else. The tax is really high here. Like.
Yeah, I think the residents in Gill.
Yeah. And there was a big kick-up, wasn't there, during
there was
the recession?
Because Bono's so outspoken on issues and things. Like, hold on a minute, he's not paying tax in this country. Why should he have a say?
Exactly, yeah. So there was outrage.
But even if you are paying tax in this country, you don't necessarily have a say anyway. Nobody listens to you.
That's right. Yeah.
And that brings us on to another thing: sarcasm. We are tremendous at sarcasm.
Yes. We are quite good at that, all right, here in this country, aren't we, Paul?
Yeah, it's something that some other cultures don't get.
Yeah.
Like, and I remember I was in a shop one time, and a friend of mine I hadn't seen in years comes in behind me, and he smacks me over the back of the head and says, "How are you, horse?" And somebody who was
That's
with me
a good thing, by the way.
Yeah, somebody who was with me thought I was being attacked. I said, "No, that's a term of endearment. That he likes me. He's my friend." Well, he wasn't your friend, what would you do?
Yeah, Jesus. Oh, women are notorious as well. Yeah, it's like, oh, your top is lovely. Oh, it's just pennies.
Oh, yeah, kind of.
Really play it down. Like,
play everything down.
We could have bought it in fucking Brown Thomas or Karen Millen, but it's like, no, pennies. Like, we never give ourselves the joy of being flamboyant or anything like the Italian women are just amazing.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. Irish women, no, complete opposite, lads. Complete opposite.
And, like, if somebody calls you a bollocks, it is a term of endearment.
It can be.
How you bollocks.
Or you Egypt.
Yeah, you Egypt.
Which means you're stupid.
A lot of people, like, I remember there was a UK thing, came up on Countdown, that quiz show, where you have to make words like Scrabble.
Oh my God.
And I remember one of the people saying there's this word, Egypt. And I said, no, it's the Irish equivalent of idiot.
Yeah.
But it's like layman's, it's like, ordinary, everyday, working class people. Egypt, nobody's posh enough to be an idiot. Nobody's ever an idiot. No,
oh no.
You're an Egypt.
You're an Egypt.
And then there can be a likeable Egypt. You're a likeable Egypt. You're an Egypt, but a likeable Egypt.
Yeah, of course you're likeable, because we like to keep people down here as well,
Oh yes.
We don't like people getting too big for their boots,
Oh yes. Oh yes.
So what are you doing that podcast for? You're getting pretty big for your boots now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ordinary counselling isn't good enough for you, is it not?
No. It's it's far from where you were born.
That's far from your...
that
you were reared.
Yes. And you see, that ties back in with the communities and families, because everybody knew your lineage, knew where you came from, and you were branded with the same brand as your people, regardless of what you were like.
Yeah.
And I remember my father always, somebody mentioned somebody, Riley, it's a very common name in Ireland, something Riley's going, them Rileys, yeah, they all came from over there, and they're all this way, and they're all that. These generalised all. And again, he doesn't even know them.
It's fierce, isn't it?
And because somebody's grand ancestor did something, 50, 60 years ago, everybody's defined.
Oh my God, it's mental, isn't it?
In the family.
Yeah. So Paddy's Day is a big thing in Irish culture, isn't it? He drove St. Paddy, he drove all the snakes out of Ireland.
I think that's bullshit, really. A lot of them here.
Piper, hey?
A lot of them here. And Irish people...
You didn't get rid of them all?
Irish people, I think, unfairly are branded as drinkers. Like every culture, like the UK, America, French in particular, they drink for everything. Like, and then the kids drink wine.
Italians like wine. It's a very European thing.
Yeah, it's a very European thing.
Yeah.
But while I admit that the Irish were notorious drinkers, I think it's different modern day. I actually was looking up a list of where we rank in Europe, and many of the lists had a 7th or 8th on the list. Lots of other countries way ahead of us. Now, there is another statistic for people who binge drink. Binge drinking is another thing.
Yeah.
We get a lot of young people, ourselves in the UK, who will just binge drink.
Yeah.
But it's not unusual for a lot of people in Ireland not to drink. And I don't drink at the moment. You don't drink at the moment either.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's still people will judge you if you're Irish. They'll say, well, why are you not drinking? What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
Are you pregnant?
Are you on tablets?
No, I'm not. Are you on antibiotics? No. So, I'm good without it.
Yeah. What does it mean to be Irish? If you're Irish and listening to this, comment down below. Tell us what it means to you to be Irish. Are you stereotypical Irish, or are we unfairly branded?
Are you like a Fionn McCool? Go on.
We are the Happy Headers, and we'll talk to you soon.